Hi, I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. If you've ever struggled to learn new software or unravel a computer problem, you know that part of the frustration of dealing with technology is its logic. Computers respond according to their default operating systems. If we want them to do something different, well, they need to be reprogrammed. In the same way, the default operating systems of our brain are actually programmed to make poor financial decisions. This is normal. Making good financial decisions actually takes a deliberate reprogramming of your internal operating system, and here's why. Our brains are divided into three sections: the reptilian brain, the mammalian brain, and the prefrontal cortex. The reptilian brain is the oldest, most primitive part of our brain. In a talk at the Financial Therapy Association's annual conference in July of this year, Dr. Ted Klontz explained that the reptilian brain continually is scanning for threats. It's waiting for death to come walking through the doorway, so it lives in anxiety. Since anything positive isn't a threat, it's oblivious to the positive. It also doesn't understand the concept of the future, but lives only in this moment. Left to its own programming then, of course the reptilian brain might have a problem making monthly contributions to a retirement account. Saving for the future isn't a concept it even understands. Further, it sees taking money out of the checkbook as a threat because that leaves fewer resources to battle death when it comes walking through the doorway. Making things even worse, the reptilian brain is nearly impossible to change. The best most of us can do is manage it. Well, this brings us to the mammalian brain, whose only job is to manage the anxiety of the reptilian brain. And it does this in three ways. It removes the threat, which would be flight. It will fight. It'll run away from the threat, which is flight. Or it'll get small and try to disappear from the threat, which would be freeze. So fight, flight, or freeze. Most of us favor one of these responses, and according to Dr. Klontz, we select our preferred response by the age of 6. When the mammalian brain responds, it processes exponentially faster than the thinking part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex. Because of the ease of which the mammalian brain responds to threats, 90% of all decisions, including financial ones, are made here. And that was from the work of Daniel Kahneman, the psychologist who won the Nobel Prize for Economics. I think it was in 2002. So with the mammalian brain managing the anxiety of the reptilian brain, we have a more sophisticated response to our potential retirement plan contribution. Some of us will verbally fight and defeat any messenger. That would be an article, an employer, a financial advisor, a spouse, a YouTube video that suggests we drain our current resources to send money into a black hole. Others will simply flee the messenger by diverting our attention to the Monday night football game or any task at hand. And a portion of us, well, will just freeze into a glassy-eyed stare. Nobody's home. Well, that leaves us with our only hope, the understanding and thinking part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex. This part of our brain doesn't fully come online until the mid-20s. It functions as the parent of the other two brains. But unfortunately, it processes information very slowly and with great effort. Fortunately, this is the brain that is easiest to change. By training it to become aware when the lower parts of the brain are about to make a hair-trigger decision, we can stop the ensuing action long enough to add logic as well as emotion to the process. Reprogramming the brain takes time, practice, and using resources like education, mentors, advisors, and counseling. Eventually, wise financial choices like saving for retirement can become the new default programming for even the reptilian brain. Thanks for listening.